Hello fellow collectors. Welcome back to Studio 64. In this episode, we'll be featuring another new tooling from Tarmac Werks, under the Hobby 64 category. The Gunther Werks 993. As you can see here, the packaging of this model is different. It comes with this hard box, with minimal artwork on it. It has the model info on the back, as well as a Gunther Werks official licensed product sticker. Opens by flipping out the front magnetic flap, then pushing down on the front tab. Inside we see the model in a standard Tarmac Werks box. Some of you might be wondering why this car is branded as Gunther Werks, rather than a Porsche. And a short answer to that is, Gunther Werks is a car company that redefines the Porsche 993. They focus mainly on the 993, using the 993's air-cooled engine platform from the 90s, and combines it with modern tech. Basically, they improve the 993 in performance, comfort, and function, whilst maintaining the purity of that retro driving experience. These cars are quite rare, and fetches quite a lot, around $500,000. And for this green variant, I believe it was a commissioned work named Greenwich. With that being said, let's now unbox this model. We have here the standard limited edition certificate, usually found in Hobby 64 models. Right out the box and acrylic case, I can appreciate the paint work on this model. From this distance, it looks really smooth, and evenly applied. You can tell by the reflections of the light on the body. The stance is quite nice as well. Sits pretty low on the ground. Here's a quick view of the profile of this model. And here it is. Removed from its base, you immediately notice the smooth paint application on this model. As mentioned earlier, the paint is evenly applied. The model has a nice feel to it, not quite as fragile as the other Hobby 64s when handling it on the body. Though a bit light, but that's cause it has a plastic base. That being said, I also noticed that the panel gaps on this model is a bit wide. Normally, I wouldn't mind a few millimeter wider panel gaps, but since this is a premium Hobby 64 model, I think it could have been done better. Wheels on these Hobby 64 models hardly roll. In this case, the rear barely moves, while the front moves a bit more freely. And while we're on the wheels, let's check them out more closely. Rims are nicely molded. Nice sharp edges on the lip and spokes. Paint finish is decent as well. No sign of any thick paint. We can also see a disc brake system detail, painted in silver. The headlight lens are molded in plastic, and a closer look reveals a bit of detail inside the lens itself. However, we can also see here some rough edges around the headlight. It also seems that the right headlight isn't attached properly. There's this huge gap underneath. Turn signals are Tampo graphics, as well as the Porsche badge. Moving on to the other end, this profile to me, is my favorite. The wide fenders of the 993 captured really well in this casting. Even though it's a 64 scale, you'll be able to appreciate the wide body of this model. I guess the color does help in that area as well. Tail lights, and the rear center panel, are plastic lenses as well. Pretty decent molding. The Porsche brand name is nicely applied. The center exhaust tips, and the ducktail are well tooled, completing the look of the rear end. The Porsche brand side racing stripe detail is a Tampo graphic as well. Decently applied, and the lines are sharp and straight. One of the features that captured my attention in this model is the interior. I could tell it's quite detailed. Once again I tried detaching the body from the base, but this time the body is tightly fixed to the base. So here are some close-up shots through the windows. And there you have it. The Gunther Werks 993. the newest 993 tooling from Tarmac Werks. I say the newest because Tarmac Werks has done quite a number of 993s in the past. Different variants with the RWB body kit, of which I would like to base my review on this model. Comparing it to the previous 993 tooling, this tooling somewhat fell a bit short on the craftsmanship department. The panel gaps and the headlights are quite rough. Being a hobby-grade model, one would expect precision details on the car. That said, there's still a lot of strong features this model has, like the overall stance, the subtle details like the interior, and the wheels, makes this model quite realistic. This Gunther Werks line is truly an exciting collaboration. With other variants of their 993s, fans of Gunther Werks would surely look forward to future releases. I just hope the tooling would be improved on succeeding models. What do you guys think? As always, leave your comments below. Thanks for watching. If you liked the content of this video, do hit the like button and consider subscribing if you still haven't. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Till then, happy collecting.